What's up, guys? I'm J-Dubb, and today is a sad day. This is not a video that I wanted to have to make, and I'm a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. The radio that I have been using in a lot of my videos, if you watch it, it's been this one. It's been the Wouxun KG-Q10G, and I really do. I love this radio, and it works really, really well. That being said, there's a little bit of an issue. So if you don't know, the antenna is not supposed to come off. Well, mine came off within the first week of having it. I was sitting there, I was messing around with it like this. And I noticed one time when I stopped it, the radio, it moved. And I went, that's weird. And unscrewed this, no issues. This one unscrewed perfectly. So I started playing with this one. It did the same thing. And actually, my daughter ended up unscrewing this one. Have no idea how she did it. She just brought it to me unscrewed. So that one's been unscrewed. If you don't know, this green one is my daughter's radio. When they ran a sale, I picked this one up. I bought this one, we liked it. We wanted to use the GPS function, so we bought her this one. This is the one she uses. Now, this one, like I said, no issues. This one's hot right now because I just had to go get it out of my vehicle because it lives in our vehicles. We use these things all the time. And this is the one that I use most of the time. So when we go to the beach and stuff, I give this one to people. When we go places, this is the one I give out. The black one is the one that I keep all the time. This is my radio. This is kind of my loaner or my daughter's radio. Well, I noticed when I first got this radio, about a month into me having it, you would cut it on. It's working right now. So you'd cut it on and the screen would be white. I'm like, that's weird. Sometimes you could cut it on, cut it off, it would start working again. Sometimes you'd have to cut it on and off 3 or 4 times. The surefire fix every time to it, though, was to pull the battery out and put the battery back in. Another problem this radio started having, the white screen was the first one. The next issue we started noticing was you would cut it on, everything would be working fine, you thought, but you could transmit and it would show that it was transmitting. But 2 radios side by side wouldn't hear each other. Repeaters that are several miles away wouldn't hear. You know, radios a couple hundred yards wouldn't hear. Nothing would work. I thought that was really odd. You could receive off of it, but you had no idea how to tell that the radio wasn't transmitting. The bars would come up like it was transmitting. Everything worked fine like it was transmitting. No issues. And once again, the simple fix. You go up to it, pull the battery out, put the battery back in, and it'll work. As long as you didn't cut it back off. Sometimes you could cut it off and it would work, sometimes you can't. These are not problems I can reproduce all the time. I did notice if you leave this radio sitting for about 3 days with no one messing with it, that seems to be the time that it starts messing up. Right off a charge, it doesn't seem to do it. It just seems to be if it's sitting on the counter like this for 3 days, if you go up to it, it's either not going to transmit or the screen's not going to work. So, that being said, I can't trust this radio. Like I said, this is my daughter's radio, so when she cuts it on, I need it to work. Not a very trustworthy radio in my book. I'm going to roll some footage in here real quick. You'll see what I'm talking about. This first video is the not transmitting. I did a YouTube short of it. A lot of people said that it was because I was too close to the repeater. No, we've done this test hundreds of times now. We've gotten it to mess up several times since we've had it. It's a problem. It's not the repeater being too close or whatever other logic someone else tried to say. There's a lot of good information on the internet. There's a lot of people though that think they know way too much, and yeah. So it's always this radio. Once again, it's never been this radio. I'm going with there's a firmware issue with this one, or there is a glitch in the software of this radio. These radios were bought about a week apart from each other. I got this one in, liked it, found out about the GPS function. Like, dang, found out you had to have 2 of them. So the next week they ran a sale on it. This was their St. Patrick's Day sale. Sissy liked the green one anyway, so that was the one we ordered for. But the first video, like I said, will be the non-transmitting issue. The second video, I just caught it the other day when I had my camera on, and it would be the white screen issue. So, and then I've got another video of the white screen. I think I've still got it on my phone. I'll show it to you. It was actually us going out to mow, and this radio failed us. So we were in a real world environment. We needed it. My son took my black one, headed out to go mow, and I grabbed the green one. Went to key it up, white screen. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Took the battery out, got it working, worked the rest of the day. But would he have known to take the battery out, or would he have had to come all the way back to find me to say, hey, this radio is not working? I don't know. I've since then explained it to him. If he grabs this one and then acts stupid, pull the battery out of it. But I'll show you these videos real quick. All right, so here's this radio, and we finally got it acting up. So we're gonna come back here and key up the repeater. And as you can see, the repeater is not keying up. We're still keyed up here. Nothing is receiving. Now watch, we're going to take the battery out and put it back in, and you'll see it working. So we'll go ahead and pull the battery out. Y'all have to forgive me for this. I don't remember how to do it. So the battery's out. Put it back in.
Welcome, channel mode.
Now here we are. Come down here. All right, so we finally had the issue happen with the KG-Q10G, and I got it on video for you. Let me show you what it's doing. All right, so here's that other issue I was talking about. You can see we have a white screen.
Welcome, channel mode.
Everything seems to work. Oh, got it working again.
Welcome, channel mode.
I did this 3 times before it finally came on, so the 4th time it cut back on. It's starting to work. Let's see if it's working with the repeater. Yep, it appears to be working in that sense. So just another issue that I think they need to work out with these KG-Q10Gs. All right, so I got this other problem with it. As you can see, we have a blank screen, and it's kind of weird because this, we key up the repeater. You see it comes through, but y'all keep watching it. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Nothing is coming across, so I find that kind of interesting. We're going to use this other one and try it out. Testing 1 2 3 4. Testing 1 2 3 4. That one's working. This KG-Q10G though is not working, and it's because the screen is messed up. I'm going to show you how to fix it real quick. Super simple. In real time, we're going to fix it. Pull the battery out. Put the battery back in. Starts working. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. As you can see, it is working now. All you have to do is pull the battery out. But this is the only one that ever gives that problem. This one, have never had that issue with. It's always this one. Not sure what's causing it. The exact same radio. I'm going to be in contact with them again though, just to see what is going on. But that's that secondary problem we've been having, and I've been having it a lot more common now. I don't know what's causing it though. Maybe a firmware update. Who knows? See y'all guys in the next one. Now that you got to see the videos of it not working, I did shoot the company that I ordered this one from. I ordered it from a US company. I shot them an email. I haven't heard back from them yet. Let me double check just to make sure. Have not heard back from them yet. I shot the email to them a few days ago. Like I said, I've tried to fix this one. I have reflashed it. I've done a few other things to it that some people told me online to try, and yeah, nothing has seemed to work. Like I said, it's a hard problem to recreate. It doesn't recreate all the time, and sometimes it works fine. Like right now, it's working.
Welcome, channel mode.
So let's make sure that she's working. So this is keying up. It is on our repeater frequency. Nothing. This one's also on our repeater frequency. Watch. If I key this one up, they're talking. So right there. Real time, buddy. Not working. Now, let's pull the battery out. Sorry, I know we're out of focus. I auto-focused it for us so we could see.
Channel mode.
Now it's working again. And it's receiving. Like I said, was not expecting that to work. Or was not expecting that to not be working. That's one of the big issues with this radio. I thought it was going to work. It looked like it was going to work. That's the non-transmitting issue. I'm a good ways from the repeater. You saw this radio keyed it up. You saw that this one keyed it up again. So, yeah, the people that say you're too close to the repeater, you're not. If you had a 50-watt radio right beside it, maybe. I've noticed in the driveway, my 45-watt radio, well, sometimes the repeater won't pick it up. But if I get half a mile down the road, it starts working. I've noticed that. But your handhelds, no, you're not going to notice it. You can go right beside the repeater and it should key it up still. But yeah, that's one of the big issues with this radio. Like I said, we're waiting on the company to reach back out to me and see what's going to happen. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see if they fix it, or I'm sure they'll just tell me, hey, send us that one. We'll send you another one. And we'll go from there, and it'll probably work, and everything will be rainbows and unicorns again. Would I say don't buy these radios? No, because I've had no issues with this one. This one's fine. It gets beat around. It rides in the vehicle. It rides in our side-by-side. It goes on my motorcycle with me. It's been dropped. This one, no issues with it. Just been this one. So would I say, I did read a comment. Someone said that's what you get for buying a green radio. That's probably the dumbest comment I've seen all day. And I see some dumb comments. The green is literally, it's just a case. I mean, there's no difference in the radio, so that was a dumb comment. But for the people that say, oh, that's what you get for buying cheap Chinese radios, I hate to break it to you. Your Motorola's, Kenwoods, Icoms, all of them. If you look on the inside of them, those little tiny pieces, they come from China. I know, I hate to be the guy to tell you that. They do. I just had a discussion with with a guy from down the road from me that said he only bought American vehicles. I showed him where his wheels and tires on his car were made in Taiwan, or not the tires, but the wheels were made in Taiwan. The tires were probably made in China, if I had to guess. There's a few manufacturers in the United States, but they're not American companies. So his computer, a lot of that, most of your stuff is made in China. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. So that's kind of irrelevant. That's my little update on these. I would still recommend them. They're still a good radio. They haven't paid me to say it. They didn't send me these radios. I bought them. They're like $200 a piece. And I think that's a problem we need to address. And if other people are having that problem, I want to let them know how to fix it. If they'd ever get back in contact with me, I'll pin their reply to the comment section. So go down there and check it out. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like always, take someone outdoors.
There's this rope I had stuck in this tree. Been messing with it for hours. And a little Miss Perfect comes up and messes with it for 5 minutes. And it comes right out for her, no problems. Wow, she's gonna get that knot stuck in the tree now. I'll never live that one down.